Hi everyone, I'm Manuela from Isomers Skincare. Over the past 35 years as a cosmetic chemist, I spent my career studying ingredients, formulations, and how real skin actually responds to them. Today we're going to dive into Ozempic skincare, rebuilding after weight loss. This is a real hot topic, and it's better that we get informed, so let's get started. Ozempic and similar GLP-1 medications has transformed weight loss for many, the jab. But they've also brought attention to Ozempic face. So it's very effective. People are losing a lot of weight quickly because you're not eating, right? So what do you have along with the weight loss? You have the sagging, hollowing, and wrinkling that can occur. Rapid loss of 10 to 20% body weight depletes facial fat and reduces collagen and elastin by 20 to 30%, making skin appear loose and less elastic. Remember, when your body shrinks, your skin doesn't automatically shrink. This often becomes noticeable on the face, neck, and body after 3 to 6 months of treatment. So the more successful you are losing weight with Ozempic, usually the worse off your skin will look, the more sagging. It always looks like you've got extra skin. Your skin is not shrinking at the same rate or at all like your body is. So why does this happen? Quick fat reduction thins the subcutaneous layer, leaving skin without the support it once had. So you just think about your skin like a pillow that loses its stuffing. The fabric is still there, but there's less volume inside. And the fabric itself is not as protected. To adjust skincare effectively, aim for gradual weight loss when possible. Stay hydrated. So as you're doing this, the more hydration, the better. So at least 2 liters of water daily. Seems to be like a lot, so pace it out. Like drink half a cup every half an hour or a cup every half an hour. That would actually help you hydrate better. And increase your protein intake to around 1.5, 1.6 grams per kilogram of body weight, or about 1 gram per pound. Okay, this is really important to increase good quality protein, not the fake protein. Shift your routine toward gentle cleansing and heavy emphasis on firming and hydration morning and night. Key ingredients to prioritize include peptides such as copper peptides or collagen peptides, the Matrixyl brand of collagen peptides. This again is much more studied. They have more long-term benefits and research done on them. So you want things that are proven and that work at a fundamental base to rebuild, to stimulate collagen rebuilding, hyaluronic acid for plumping, and moisture retention antioxidants like vitamin C or glutathione to protect against further stress, and ceramides to reinforce the barrier. Research indicates these can help restore elasticity by 15 to 25% over 3 months. So this is a very good outcome. A lot of work and a lot of studies are behind it. Copper peptides, collagen peptides, ceramides, hyaluronic, glutathione. These are proven tools to use. Copper peptides stand out here. Injections are gaining popularity for deeper repair in clinical settings, but topical application remains a highly effective, accessible option for most people. And I really like the topical because you have access and consistency. In our research and formulation at Isomers, we focused on topical copper peptides for decades. We're not new to this game. We've been early adapters to this game, and it just so happens that the world is now catching up to us. So including classic GHKCU and our award-winning proprietary blend, they both support skin quality during periods of change like weight loss, stress, aging. Use these consistently for 3 to 6 months and beyond for maintenance. Smart consumers combined with dermatologist guidance if needed, fillers for severe cases, and remember, slower weight loss tends to minimize skin impacts because it gives the skin the ability to respond. So it needs the time. I know we all like things quickly, and I know when you're overweight or you're trying to manage your weight and you're trying to deal with things like cholesterol and prediabetes and all that, yes, those take higher priority, but understand that for your skin to catch up, it also requires tools, right? And a lot of these tools are at hand. They are available. Isomers has done a lot of research on this. Just because we felt this was the way to go, it's just ironic that, 27, 30 years later, the world is now looking at this for these applications, and we're there. This is about supporting your skin through transformation, and this is why it's really important to understand what's going on. Knowledge and consistency can make a real difference. That's the real picture on Ozempic, what it's doing to your skin, what it does to your body. This is all grounded in science, and the science that we understand today and what we've been practicing for the last 30 years. For us in skincare, the whole system is about understanding what actually moves the needle for your skin, for your body, for your own personal growth. It's not about chasing new headlines. And I think it becomes even more important now when we are getting much more dialed in with jabs and medications and starting to alter our bodies so drastically, and people are much more successful. And our foods that we're consumed or exposed to are highly super processed. I mean, it's like we're poisoning ourselves, and we're not given all full disclosure. We don't all have the same access to information to understand what we're doing, the pros and cons of everything we're doing. And so skincare does become more important as a health tool. And if you'd like to dive deeper into any of these ingredients, if you have any questions or comments, or how to fit it into routine, the conversation continues in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.